Okay, guys. Um, exciting. What can I say? Uh, nice thing to wake up to. So Bitcoin. In my last video, I was saying right about in this area here. Well, this trend line here and this resistance line was creating a wedge or a flag, and right here, and it was about here somewhere, and I was saying I didn't think that there would be enough strength to push through the 20,000 this time. I was thinking that it would drop through this area and then create a bit of a channel here, bouncing back and forth before finally moving in. I was saying even it could even go as far as 2 months, or maybe even more, maybe even into the spring before it would finally break through. So honestly, I am surprised at the strength that Bitcoin is showing right now. This is incredible that it broke through at this point so quickly. This is a steep trend line. Generally, such a steep trend line to a really hard established resistance that has been established for, well, years now, since 2017, 3 years. Generally it will bounce off of that, but this, and it did bounce, came here and bounced, but usually it will bounce for a while. And wow, I am just I'm flabbergasted at the strength that Bitcoin is showing right now. There has to be so much institutional money pumping into Bitcoin right now for it to do that. It's just incredible. So, but I did quantify what I said about it continuing to go along here. I did quantify that by saying that if it does break through here at this point, I said to watch and make sure that it, if it does break through, then be on your toes. So here we are. It broke through. And so are you on your toes? What to do now? Do you buy right now if you haven't bought Bitcoin? Do you buy more if you're already in? What do you do? Well, here's how I look at this. First of all, like I just finished saying, it is just that's showing real strength, real strong strength. Now, I did say that we would wait a couple of days to, if it broke through, a couple of days to let it come back and to be certain, to confirm. But at this point, this is 20,000, and we are now at 20,075. Now remember, we're talking about Bitcoin here, not a regular stock. $75 is a tiny move. So what would I do if I was not in Bitcoin yet? What I first thing I'd do is I'd look at, let's get rid of this circle here, is I would drill down. We already know that if we go to the weekly, we know what we're going to see in the weekly, that it's a beautiful, beautiful cup. Didn't really form any handle per se on the weekly, so I'm thinking that if this holds, it'll probably form a handle somewhere around here. It'll, above the 20,000 mark. At any rate, we know we're well above this. We've broken past this previous 17 high. So what I would do is drill down to see whether it's worthwhile to buy right now or not. Keep in mind, I said that it was in this flag area here where I was previously had it circled. There's not much room for it to go here. By the time, if it did retrace, you'd be here right here. So it very likely is not going to retrace past the 20,000 mark. Once it's broken that 20,000 mark, the bulls are going to work really hard to hold that. So, and if it did, I mean, we know where it's going with a great deal of certainty. So what I do is I drill down to the 4-hour and see what we're looking. It's looking very strong. The previous 4-hour was a really strong bar, and this one has opened high, and it is now above the previous close of that bar. Then I would drill down, and here you can see the wedge here. Even if it did break down below here, highly probable it would bounce off this blue wedge. So really, well, let's just take a look here. Let's go to drill down to the 1-hour. Again, it had a slight pause here in the last hour, and it's breaking above again. And the 15-minute, beautiful flag. So guys, considering this is a flag, not just a wedge, but a flag. So you've got a line here. To draw that here, you've got a line here. Top. Ignore this last red candle right now. So you've got a line here, and then you've got. Oops, let's get that. And then you've got line here joining from this bottom point and joining this one here, and that carries it up like so, and you've got multiple points joining. So it's on the 15-minute. The 15-minute is telling us is very strong right now. So what I would do, I'm going to get rid of these, is because it is so strong, and because it is Bitcoin, and because when you look at the big picture of things, that from here to here, when we're talking Bitcoin, is peanuts, especially considering where it's going to go. So what I would do right now is I would not wait for it to retrace. If it does retrace, big deal in the big picture of things, the big scheme of things. You're still in a good position, an excellent position here to get in if you are not in Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is one thing. Remember in my last video, I talked about the other altcoins. Ultimately, I would say just get into Bitcoin right now. Then you can worry about flipping it to altcoins later. You want to get into Bitcoin right now. But I'm in XRP, and this is what I'm saying now beyond Bitcoin, is that when Bitcoin moves, XRP, Dash, Ethereum, all these tend to move faster because they try to catch up. Remember the analogy I used of gold and silver. Gold's on the move, showing some power and strength. Silver lags and then tries to catch up and makes much more percentage-wise moves, higher percentage moves. And here's what I'm talking about right here. XRP, over 12% compared to Bitcoin 6. Ethereum's doing 6. You got Dash doing 5. So this is why I'm in XRP, because when XRP moves, it moves. So here we will just go back to just really quickly. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. Back to the day, and we'll take a look at XRP. Now XRP fell from its previous high while Bitcoin was deciding what it was going to do, hanging up there around 19,000, 20,000. But now it will follow and begin its moves. And when it moves, we can see that it makes big, huge moves. So this is why I'm in XRP. So I'm not concerned about, I do have some Bitcoin, but I'm not concerned about buying any more into Bitcoin right now at this point. But and if we drill down on the XRP, we can see it's really beginning its strong move. Okay, and go to the 1 hour. It had a bit of a pause. Go to the 15-minute. So we're really drilling down here, and we only drill down when we're trying to decide if it's feasible to get in. And it's broken above, and it's doing the same thing, but much bigger moves. So there you have it as far as that goes. So my advice is, if you're not in Bitcoin, get into Bitcoin. It's a good time to get in. I would not wait for it to a couple of days or whatever to decide, because it's so tight in this wedge here that it is not likely going to break. If it did break back down below 20,000, it would only really hit this wedge and continue up, I think. High probability of that. So there you have it. If you enjoyed this video, give me a like, subscribe, be really helpful. And remember, guys, the answer is always in the lines. When I'm talking about that, I'm talking about your support and resistance lines and your trend lines. They're very powerful, and you use them, guys. Use them. The answer is always in the lines. All right? Have a good day. Happy trading.